Hey, wait, hold on. Let me flip this show around, man. Let me flip this show around because you ain't gonna sit here and ask me no questions. So
I'm talking.
So you here? I'm in your show, your shit,
and I appreciate that.
And listen, when you first, I said, I said somebody grown. Somebody grown. Somebody is ready to show. Somebody's looking in the mirror. And he's saying, like I'm going to say now, what is your end goal now? Because I know where you at, and I know where you're trying to be at, but what makes you happy? And I tell this to every entrepreneur. Where are you going? What are you trying to do? What do the finish line look to you?
I want the biggest streaming center in the area. I want to, because with the position I'm at now, I'm not just a personality. I'm teaching personalities. I'm grooming personalities and all type of things. Font Productions, who is behind all of this, the know-how, the resources, the things that we've garnered, is something that most people that's trying to be, because there's a lot of people in this world that want that thing
same thing,
that want to do the same thing, but they don't have access to it. So if there's a bunch of studios around, then I could have studios and visuals and all of that in one building, one set in one warehouse. You could rent a permanent space and set your thing up. You could rent temporary space. You could come make a record. You could do all of that here. It's been done on the West Coast. Atlanta really doesn't need it.
No, they're too saturated probably because everybody's doing it. But
up here, it's like a gold mine of talent that with no direction. And I want to be a resource for that because it still helps me do all of the things that I've always been able to do as far as like the concert series.
Okay.
I have my performance space built in. You see what I'm saying? Grooming talent and having those conversations and being able to network in space. Things like that for that.
No, I get that because you're open doors and all the content you got is training tools for everybody. So I got one question for if you don't make it. And I'm saying if and that means Breakfast Club level, all that stuff too, because you're making it now. You're winning regardless. Because bro, for you to even have your logo and everything, you already won. Seriously,
I appreciate that.
Niggas don't even go that far. But my question is, would you be happy with that, knowing that you didn't do it, but having somebody else under you because you created a blueprint, and they said that you inspired them?
Absolutely.
Will it feel the same?
It wouldn't feel the same. Only reason being, I come from a line of entrepreneurs. They naming a block after my dad in a couple weeks. But there's still that thing of having
competitive. Is it competitive?
Not so competitive, but it's like expected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My grandfather, my uncle, my dad, they all had barbershops. So it's like, well, you didn't take over the barber business.
So
what's yours?
So you failed because you didn't have a barbershop business.
I haven't failed in my family's eyes, but in some ways, it's like I know I could do what I want to do.
Prove them wrong.
I know I can do what I want to do. Yeah. So it's like if we've covered this much territory in a little bit of time without even. I never planned to be media.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I fell into it.
That's dope.
And when I was young, I wanted to be on radio. But outside of that, I never worked towards that. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm at a space where we're looking at a shelf full of awards and certificates and things that...
And liquor.
Yeah, that I would have never knew that I would be able to garner from this. So I'm doing something right.
Okay.
The next level isn't that far.
No.
That part of the dream is not that far. I feel like that's very attainable. I think after that is the part that I can't see yet. And what comes from that?
Okay,
what builds from that?
So,
but I'm working on legacy at this point.
Okay, so you stopped me right there when you said that, but still, it's still that inner pride in you. It's still that fire that and if the fire goes out, it's still that smoke that's coming out.
I just told you I'm a Gemini, and the crazy thing about it,
nigga with horoscope, got it. I with you.
And I'm not big on horoscopes, but that's one thing we are passionate about. What we care about. No matter how small, sometimes.
Okay. All right. I can dig it.
But I have an energy that has had to translate from my temperament, getting in trouble for not knowing how to control my energy, to playing sports and learning how to channel it out through sports and get it off my back.
Yeah, of course.
To no longer being an athlete and being able to go to the studio and rap and get it out that way. to now, this is my new thing that also keeps me balanced, it keeps me comfortable.
I get it.
And I'm having fun and I'm good at it. So it's like, and I'm not
That's
saying
the key word. That's the key word you said. Fun.
Yeah,
fun.
I'm having fun.
Because when it's not fun no more, and you don't have no passion in it, it turns to a job.
And I learn all the time. Like, your style of being interviewed is fun to me. It's interesting to me. Because you found a balance between the control and the humbleness. But you're still in control. You're still in control. And any anxiety that you have gets overwhelmed by the control part. And you balance your anxiety. Trust me, I'm watching you. But I've talked to a bunch of people.
But you're the social doctor.
Okay.
This is where I vent. This is my children Tylenol right here, where I can just, you feel me? You feel me? I'm venting.
No, you be getting your shit off too. Sliding your shit in, your street shit and all of that. Like,
fuck you niggas. Yeah, it's all that shit. No, yeah. But
and that's the thing too, like the get back or the shift or the pivot, so to speak. Like, I've been able to do that in life.
That's dope.
I've done the street thing, if you want to call it that. I've had different kinds of jobs. I've been in kitchens. I've done behavioral health. I've done recreation. I've done a bunch of stuff.
And you put all
when
that
I walked
together.
in that first day, like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? By the third or fourth day, I was getting saluted.
No, I got it. I get it.
If not for nothing else, then the fact that I was cordial and I worked hard. You see what I'm saying? Because they say you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're gonna learn.
All right. So I like that. I like
kind
that.
of personality.
Okay.
Right?
So I guarantee Philadelphia, as I know, has a lot of you types.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you tell somebody that needs to break out? Because here's the thing. I study you. And I study other podcasters in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not Philadelphia. Everybody's not you either. It's different locations, everything. And you got a lot of motherfuckers in here doing the same goddamn thing. How are you breaking out? And is there such thing as a breakout? And if I break out, I know I'm getting a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Are you winning?
Breakout means outside of Philly,
or no, your peers, your competitors.
Oh,
the competition. How are you breaking out? How do people know about you?
My network crazy. My network is ridiculous and,
it
forever growing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
forever growing.
You control the narrative there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't know about you, they know, like, the drunk nigga, the sipping Samster dude. Like they'll fuck your name up, but at least they're
like, if I'm in a room and somebody's looking and saying, why is everybody speaking to that guy? At some point,
that's real shit.
At some point, my name is going to be said, and they're going to say, "Oh shit,
that's him."
You know what I mean?
That is him downstairs.
And I mean, shit. Sipping with Sammie is a fairly new moniker. This logo was old, but that's not the name I grew up with. You see what I'm saying? So, but everything that I've done in life has come back to this. If I'm in a radio station and you invite on a guest for your show and they walk in and they like, Rug!
Yeah, exactly. No, you know what I mean? That says a lot.
That mean I ain't do nothing wrong wherever they know me from.
Yeah. Right,
that mean I've been cool the whole time.
Yeah.
And the fact that I stayed at certain stations for the amount of time that I stayed in this small city shows that I'm not running from
Philly
anything.
Is small?
You can get anywhere in 20 minutes.